Hello everyone. Well, back at Monza again in the Ferrari. I don't normally do the same track and car 2 videos in a row, but this was a pretty entertaining race with lots of starters, 21 in all. So Monza The Sequel it is. I've qualified in 11th for this one, pretty much right in the middle of the pack. I've returned to my regular Orsum racing team colours, the black with the red markings. And we're just about to come on to the home straight to end the rolling start and begin the race. You may notice some of the cars passing through each other. Before you get the green in ACC, no collisions are possible. That's the reason why. I've decided to include a third camera angle for this one, chopper cam, which I'll be adding to the regular track cam and in-car that I use. Anyway, we're just about to get the green. Someone else has just joined, so it's actually 22 starters. And we are underway at Monza. And for the moment at least, everyone doing a much better job of driving in a straight line. So just coming into the first chicane, always a scary prospect. A couple of guys made contact here in front of me, but otherwise seem to come out of it okay. A couple of guys come to grief about 3 cars back. And as we come up to Variante della Roggia, I get a placing update and it says I've jumped 4 spots up to 7th. Another couple of guys come to grief in the background. As we come out of Lesmo 2, I guess you'd say a lead pack seems to have broken away a little bit, of which I'm at the back of that pack. Almost too wide there, but I managed to keep it together. I get a nice exit line out of Ascari though, so I'm making a challenge for the next position. Move across to see if I can get him on the inside line. Looks like I've got it. I just managed to get my nose out in front as we come onto the straight. Looks like he's got the better acceleration though. He's going to take it back. Even though I've got the inside line coming up to the chicane, I opt to drop back in behind for safety. As I make my way around Curva Grande, it looks like the guys behind are starting to catch this pack just a little. The gap's certainly not as pronounced as it was. I lose a bit of momentum there, having to back off momentarily. Just coming out of Lesmo 1 and onto Lesmo 2. 5 of us still pretty closely locked together. Again, I have to back off to avoid a collision. I get excellent line out of Ascari. The guys in front of me don't, and I give him a bit of a love tap, not expecting that he would come out so slowly. As we come down to Parabolica, I'm going to attempt the same overtake I did last lap. He makes it a bit easier for me this time though by running wide, and it looks like I've got it for real this time. Again, he's got the better acceleration. It looks like he wants to try and take it back again. but we're running out of track and he's forced to drop in behind. I get a placing update, and so I'm now up into 6th. And as we come out of Redophilia, I'm all over this guy in front of me. I suddenly get a sense that I'm too close and back off slightly. And he botches the exit, and I'm able to grab another position. So when I get an update, that'll be 5th place. The guy in front of me's come off at Lesmo 1, so that will be 4th when I get an update. I get a bad exit out of Ascari, get onto the gravel, that slows me down and I lose a position, so back to 5th. Again, he's got the better acceleration than me on the home straight. The guy in front of me here puts on the brakes much earlier than I expect. I go a bit sideways and clip my buddy next to me. Fortunately, we both come out of it pointing in the right direction, and I get the better of it and I'm able to get away. Oh, he flashes his lights at me, he's pissed off about it. Anyway, back to the task at hand, chasing down these guys in front of me. And it looks like I'm gaining on them pretty quickly. So down the back straight now, and I'm right up with him. I run a bit wide and a quick glimpse of a guy that's spun off in Parabolica, but he's a back marker, so no position gained. I make stacks of ground on this guy under brakes as we come up to Redophilia. Clips the curb and he's off. That's going to put me now up into 4th place. The guy behind me is catching up and he'll no doubt still be pretty angry about what happened before. Could be just the camera angle, but it looks like he's getting closer. Having said that, I can see the guy in third place. He's not too far ahead of me. This time it's my turn to be caught up to under brakes. So he got a really good exit out of Lesmo 1. Maybe not so much out of Lesmo 2, but he's certainly making ground on me. I just get onto the gravel through Ascari. That's going to slow me down just slightly. Now this guy in the yellow coming up behind, he's actually a lap behind. He's a back marker, but he's pretty enthusiastic. So the chase is on, and I'm certainly under threat at the moment. Ooh, and the guy behind me just misses me. I actually wonder if he was going for the tap and just missed it. So it looks like this guy in yellow, even though he's a back marker, he's not content to sit behind us. And that's fair enough, I suppose. He's got a race to try and run as well. And here he makes his move on the guy behind me, and he gets it. Now he's going to get me as well. That's no problem, of course, as long as he keeps going faster. He doesn't get in the way, no problem. The guy behind me looks to get on the inside, and he gets it. I'm slower in, but I'm faster out, so for the time being, I take it back. He's got the inside line for the next chicane, and he takes it back from me again, so that's going to push me back into fifth. And it looks like on this occasion I've got the better acceleration. I certainly had the inside line. We're side by side through the Lesmos, coming up the Lesmo 2, and I just edge out in front yet again. Coming through Ascari here, I go a bit long, I catch the inside of the curb in a bad way, I'm into a slide and I'm off into the fence for a light tap. Looks like I may have lost another spot there. I'm not 100% sure if it's a back marker, but we'll find out pretty shortly. It's not immediately evident to me yet, but I have actually damaged the car. The steering's still pretty straight, but I suddenly realised I've lost a lot of acceleration and power. As a result, this guy's just going to take me easily on the straight, just drives right by. So I've dropped from 4th down to 6th and I'm in trouble. Fortunately though, this guy that just passed me is a back marker, so at least I haven't lost a place to him. He completely botches the chicane and that's put me back in front of him again. So here he comes again, as I just don't have the power to get away from him. And then he backs off momentarily. I think he was afraid to try and go around the outside, which is fair enough. He can just wait for his moment. Comes again. There's no point in me getting in his way. He's a back marker. What I do have to worry about now is anyone who'd be coming up behind me. So we're just coming onto the home straight now to begin the second last lap. And now just coming into view is the guy that is behind me, and he's not too far back. Just coming into view again. At this stage though, I say he doesn't appear to be making much ground on me. Okay, I can see down on the straight here he's certainly caught up a fair bit. this is it, out of Parabolica onto the home straight for the final lap. And then lo and behold, I get an update. One of the guys in front of me has pitted, he's opted out, possibly with mechanical issues, and I'm up into 4th for the final lap. But here comes our mate behind. He's not very far back at all now. Just as we come to Variante della Roggia, I can see he's gained even more ground. Just coming up to Lesmo 1 here, and he's barely a second behind me. I just don't have the power on the straight. This is where he's going to get me. Right up alongside me entering Ascari, but he makes the mistake of cutting in too early and bounces off. I get pretty lucky out of that one, unlucky for that guy. And so not far from the finish line, I regain back my 4th position. I think it's only showing 5th because he happened to be just in front of me at that point where we crossed the sector. So fighting hard and with a little bit of good fortune, it looks like I'm going to get across the line in 4th. And there it is, 4th place. Anyway, I have to admit I really enjoyed that race. There was a lot going on. It had a bit of everything. And then the icing on the cake is when I checked the results, I find that after penalties, I was actually in 3rd. So I got a podium out of that one. Started in 11th and came home 3rd. Excellent. Thanks for watching, everyone.